Hello, what's up? It's Ashley here,
Hi, this is Victor Gomez here.
and we're gonna talk to you guys today about how amazing computers are. Now, I think laptops are the best computers.
And I personally think that PCs are my favorite choice. And today we're going to discuss which is better. The history of computers is pretty complex, with it reaching all the way back to the 1800s, and with various people claiming to have created the first computer, but no one knows exactly the right truth. But basically, old computers are these giant towers held into these giant rooms that were controlled by various programmers to build up several programs on just one computer. Computers started becoming as big as they are nowadays, with Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak working together in 1976 to create Apple, and they developed a circuit board. And then back in 1975, you had Bill Gates and Paul Allen, who found Microsoft. They developed a basic programming language for all computers that we use nowadays. And, well, Apple seeked the help from Microsoft themselves to create a GUI, graphical user interface. And they wanted to implement Xerox GUI on Apple machines.
Throughout the years, computers have become much more evolved and much more in our lives compared to when they were first invented. They're now part of every single job and with every single kid in school. Literally everyone in our society has some type of computer accessible to them, even a smartphone, which you probably have one in your pocket or sitting right in front of you, is a computer. They're a huge foundation of our society, and our lives would be so much harder if we didn't have this accessibility to the super smart computer.
So I'm going to be discussing desktops, why I prefer them, because from a personal experience, I've owned laptops before, but I've never been preferred to them as my first PC that I built. With a PC, it's basically a powerhouse. PC has customizable parts, and for me, a PC allows you to set up your own station that you feel comfortable in.
Whereas I prefer laptops, and I carry my laptop around with me basically everywhere, and it's much easier, in my opinion, to use a laptop than a desktop because I can carry it with me, whereas a desktop is stationary, which is easier for my modes of life.
Yeah, I agree. The biggest feature that laptops have over a desktop itself is the portability. But with a PC, you can set up your own workstation that you can feel comfort in. Like no one feels comforted sitting in a school desk, listening to a teacher speak. But if you're sitting in your own PC desk, doing what you like, you can customize it to where you can customize your room to just fit every need and satisfactory that you need.
Yeah, I totally get how it's definitely much more comfortable to sit in your own room in your own house, and it's definitely easier. But a laptop, you don't need a mouse, you don't need an extra keyboard, and you don't even need a chair. You can just sit on the ground cross-legged like a little kindergartner to do your work.
Yeah, I can agree with on that. But see, with a PC, when you're buying a laptop, you're buying for everything. You want everything that you want on one single laptop. So you say this laptop has the right monitor and screen resolution that you want, but it doesn't have like the right sound quality. But with a PC, you can buy the monitor you want, and then you can buy the speakers and the microphone that provide the sound quality that you need and want. And yes, you do have to buy a keyboard and mouse, but people enjoy mechanical keyboard. You don't want to buy a laptop and then have to go out and buy a Razer mechanical keyboard when you're playing video games. One of the biggest things about PCs is that they're really good for playing video games on, and that's what I mostly use my PC for. I know a lot of people use theirs for work and everything, but if I'm going to go this from my own home view perspective, so when I play video games, I'm not a big gamer, but I usually play about an hour or two every night whenever I have the chance. but I like feeling comfortable and have the not the accessibility, but just like sitting in my own comfort station, playing a video game, friends and feeling relaxed. But with a laptop, I don't really feel that same experience.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, especially for gamers. But I don't play games, and so I guess having a big, powerful desktop isn't quite useful for me because I won't really use all that power, whereas you might use it a lot more.
Yeah, I could get that with anyone. I think laptops automatically destroy any subject when it comes to just having a good working station where you can have you have the same accessible Word documents, PowerPoints now that a desktop's gonna have, but you also have the portability that desktop players don't have. But see, with a desktop, say you get a problem on your laptop, you're gonna have to fix everything. So if your screen cracks, your whole entire laptop is just gonna be, useless until that gets fixed. But with a desktop, if my monitor screen breaks, I'm probably gonna have to go buy a new monitor or just fix it. But I don't know. What do you think on that?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes sense. Same thing with your phone. If you break your phone screen, you might have broken something else too. So, I've always wondered why don't MacBook Chrome chargers, I mean computer chargers, why don't they call them apple juice? It would make a lot of sense, and I think it would be much more popular if they were called apple juice.
I don't know. Where do you go with this?
Hey Victor, why did the computer show up late to work?
I don't know.
It had a hard drive.
So it's here every time a hard drive is just I guess you could say with PC components, the parts are a lot cheaper and you can switch them out a lot easier on a laptop. I'm pretty sure, I've never even tried it, but I'm pretty sure you can switch out the parts on a laptop. But they're a lot more. The thing about laptops is they're on a way smaller form factor than a giant PC motherboard. So the parts are going to be a lot more compact, and with that's probably going to make the cost more. And I don't know if I already stated this, but I think I don't think it's going to be a lot harder if you want to switch your hard drive or SSD in your laptop. But with the PC, all I do is I simply open my case if I get a new hard drive or I want to add more space to my computer, and I just simply insert it. It's that easy.
It's not very easy with a laptop. You have to either know what you're doing or go find someone who knows what they're doing. But I mean, I have to charge my computer.
Yeah, I guess you consider that fact. But with a PC though, as a kind of put a negative on my own self, but with the PC, you have to have a surge protector because you can't just plug a big PC into a wall; it'll kind of destroy the outlet. You have to make sure everything's wired correctly to prevent anything from burning, especially when you're on that PC for hours and hours. I know a friend who didn't do any of that, and he just had this big PC, and he played video games for at least 6 hours a day. It blew out his outlet from all that power being run through that thing, and it heated up super quickly. It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Did you have to get new electrical or a new computer? Do you know?
No, I don't know what happened. I know with my computer, it's set on where if I overheat my computer, my system automatically shuts down to prevent any damage happening to my components inside. But with his, I think it destroyed his inner components with everything just electric. It fried it, I guess.
Oh gosh.
This cooling system must have not been up to the game.
Well, I guess at least, even though that might happen with a desktop, it's less likely to get physically damaged, whereas a laptop can easily drop it or bang it around or throw it.
Have you ever had any problems with any overheating, or have you ever been on your laptop for more than a couple hours?
I don't know if any error messages have appeared from that, but I know that after a while it physically gets really hot.
Yeah. I don't know, because it depends mostly with the PC. It depends on what cooling system. If you're going to use a CPU fan, just putting on your CPU, then it's not it's not going to be that good. But if you're using a water cooling system, that's a lot better but more complex. I don't know. Do you have anything to add on to that?
Well, I have a question. How does a computer get drunk?
I don't know.
It takes screenshots.
I don't know. So I mean, in conclusion, computers and PCs and laptops are both really good for certain tasks. Like a PC automatically beats, or not automatically, but beats a laptop in gaming, and a laptop automatically beats a PC in portability. But I mean, what do you think on this?
I think it's just your preference. I mean, if your task within a day needs lots of power, then you definitely need a desktop. Whereas if you just need to get on a few documents, why not use a laptop?
And it's like no argument. We both agree that the computer's the best invention ever created because they're everywhere nowadays. If you want to get a job in the future, you gotta learn computers, right?
Yeah, like even if you want to go out in a nature field which has nothing to do with electricity, you still will be on a computer every now and then.
With satellites and stuff in the sky, you're gonna have phone accessibility everywhere. It's just like computers now. Phones are basically computers, just smaller, and they're everywhere. And if we can agree, phones are the best types of computers. There's nothing out there.
That's true.
You're probably on your smartphone right now if you're watching this.
Yeah. Well, this is Ashley and Victor signing off. Have a great rest of your day.